That's right. Chico X of Lion City Productions. We are back after the little break. Mr. One's in the Burns and Twos. We got Lily right here, of course, in the Jose. Now, let me talk to you about something that has been all over the news for my people that are on top of all the political stuff. Now, you might have heard about WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Very, muy concentrado, yeah? So basically, Julian Assange is a spokesperson and editor-in-chief of WikiLeaks. He's from Australia. And WikiLeaks is a whistleblower website. They basically a website that receives a lot of this leaked information from from governments, corporations, media institutions that basically leaks tell you is information linked. Most of the time they're like memos passed from one executive to another executive, and they basically expose a lot of the secrets that a lot of these entities don't keep in public.
All the dirt.
Keep away from the public, all the dirt. Right? So you can see the real intentions of governments, the real agendas of media institutions. There was recently, and this did not come from WikiLeaks, by the way, but there was recently a leak from Fox News when that basically instructed a lot of the news reporters to address certain issues so that they can influence people in different ways to fit their agenda. You know what I mean? So basically, that's who Julian Assange is. And recently, he's been getting a lot of hate because he has published a lot. Now, keep in mind that he's not the one that leaks the information, of course, but he's the one that reports it. Now, this is nothing new. This has been happening throughout the history of the United States. There were a lot of leaks that happened during the Vietnam War. There was a lot of leaks that happened during the Nixon administration. A lot of the tapes of Nixon is still right now, come out. But he's just merely a messenger, right? But he's been receiving a lot of hate lately because he reported a lot of leaked memos from the United States that exposed a lot of our agenda in Afghanistan and Iraq. Now, one of the things that was the most talked about thing was the fact that Saudi Arabia was pushing the United States to start a war with Iran. And, and that makes a lot of sense because we are technically Saudi Arabia's little bitch, right?
Yeah.
They basically own it. They're like China. They own our ass, you know what I mean? And basically, this was exposed. Of course, Saudi Arabian public always denied all of these charges, but now they are exposed now because of WikiLeaks. So, and that's the good thing about WikiLeaks because it tells you the truth about what the government is doing, what all of these powerful corporation entities are doing. You know what I mean? That really keep away from us.
Yeah. So it's essentially real news.
Essentially real news. And one of the things that he's been announcing that his next leaks are going to be about, it's about the banks. And of course, now you can fuck with the government, but you don't fuck with the banks, man. They're the ones that are really running the shit.
Definitely.
So all of a sudden now there are rape charges against them, right? Okay. And the rape charges come from Sweden. Now, is it possible that he raped
framed?
somebody? Yes, it's possible, and we gotta wait to see the evidence. But don't you think that it's a little bit too there's too much of a coincidence that all of these charges are being brought up against him now all of a sudden?
Yeah,
I think it fucking is, of course. You know what I mean? Now let me tell you a little bit things that even make it even a little bit more
suspicious.
fishy.
Yeah.
So when the charges were brought up. And of course, they opened an investigation. The chief prosecutor, Eva Finn, and I don't know if you pronounce her name like that, overruled the prosecutor on call the night the report was filed, withdrawing the warrant to arrest Assange and saying, I don't think there is a reason to suspect that he has committed rape.
So there wasn't enough.
So she, the prosecutor that first took the case was like, what the fuck is this? She threw it away. But then there was another prosecutor on top of her that was like, no, you know what? Why don't we take another look to this? And there's a recent, more evidence that just came that it makes it a little strong. So let's go ahead and try him for it.
I wonder how much money was offered to her.
It's amazing
right?
to think like how this works. You know what I mean? Like how this prosecutor got approached. His bank accounts were frozen.
Oh, really?
I think the server that was hosting the website denied him access. So all of these things were happening to him without him violating any law. So that goes to tell you how much, like how powerful and how much they can fucking do things their way and not really give a fuck about following any type of
and
rule
how much
or
fear
law.
that there is for this information to actually be leaked and out in the open.
Yeah. So another thing that caught my attention about the case is like for one of the rape charges. They were using a condom, and she claims she's claiming that because the condom broke, that he didn't take the condom out fast enough. So that's one of the claims of the rape charges.
So then it was consensual.
It was consensual.
It was consensual,
but she's saying that one of the cases, the girl claims that she was asleep. So she claims that it wasn't consensual because of that. And that in real life, that would not be consensual if you were asleep, right? And in the other one, she's saying that they were having consensual sex, but the condom broke and he didn't take it fast enough.
He's in the middle of it. What does she expect?
Exactly. Like he's already inside of you. Like what? Well, maybe he has hearing problems. What? The condom broke. What? The condom broke. He's like, give the guy a fucking break. Come on now. But yeah, I think all of this is bullshit.
And you can also pull away. I mean,
yes, you can. But we are believing on her side. Like we all we heard is her side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's funny that these fucking charges are. If you feel like you got raped, like, why don't you do it right away? You know what I mean? Why these charges? Like I think it was like a day after the leaks happened.
Oh, really?
The charges were.
Well, I don't think there's a right or wrong time to come up to say that you've been raped or not, but it is very suspicious in this situation. It is
of course,
suspicious that there's so much going on, and that now at this point in time,
been receiving so much fucking shit from not only the right wing. You can expect the right wing to go after him. And they've been saying horrible stuff, like they basically wanted to execute him. Not basically, they're saying that he should be executed. Yeah, that he should be tried as a terrorist. You know what I mean? Because he's there's blood in his hands and there's no proof whatsoever about it. Yeah. But even people in the media, they're approaching the situation as, well, these charges are kind of serious and we should really look into it. Nah, bullshit. Like Lily would say. Lily's a little innovator when it comes to cool phrases.